Hi guys, sorry. I was trying to sort my setup. So today is the second day of the training that I'm doing. It's a Baking for Business training. And I will be doing again a triple live. If you join, please do comment, say hi. And our topics today are going to be about business planning and why you need a business plan for your business. So I'm just going to take 2 minutes, or not 2 minutes, like 10 seconds to set up on Instagram and actually also get started on Facebook. So getting ready for that. Hope you guys can see me and hear me. As you join me, by the way, please make sure you say hi, because I love an interactive kind of audience. It's always a plus. So, yeah, sorry guys. Sometimes it takes longer than you can imagine to actually get started. I am good, guys. I'm gonna continue on with this. Hi, Facebook. This is Maureen Amari of Amari Baking Center, and today is day 2 of our training. Hi, Instagram. This is Maureen Amari. Today is day 2 of our live training. So these trainings are basically Baking for Business training. I like doing these trainings because what they do is, one, they bring awareness to the importance of just the knowledge of running a business, because just baking and decoration is not enough. So I'm going to wait a little bit as people show up. Thank you for anybody who joins me. So again, full on disclosure, I'm live on Facebook and I'm also live on Instagram. As you join me, say hi, tell me where you're watching from, and then I can get started. So again, this training is a Baking for Business training. I do these free trainings, like I've said, just to bring awareness of the importance of business strategy, business knowledge, why you should know some things about business. Of course, they can never be enough, to cover everything, but I'll be sharing one of the things I do or the resources I have so that you're able to learn. Hi, Maureen from Nakuru Namesake. Hello. Thanks for joining me. Hit them love bubbles, by the way, guys. I love bubbles. It's great for engagement, and I love seeing them too. So yesterday I talked about, what did I talk about yesterday? Who was here yesterday by the comment? Hi, from Kimbo, Joy, Muni. Thanks for joining me. Hit them love bubbles. Thank you. I will be sipping coffee also, because this weather, right? So yesterday I talked about, and for anybody who's curious, I save these lives after. So if you're not able to watch through the whole thing, or if you come in late, don't worry. Usually, I do save them so you guys can see them later. But it's so much more fun when it's live with you guys, right? So as you join, say hi, where you're watching from. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Joy. For those who have said hi. Even you silent people, just send me some love bubbles, and then I feel that love, even if you don't comment. All right, so yesterday I talked about the importance of understanding what it is to be an entrepreneur and asking yourself if you really want to be an entrepreneur. So that's kind of my thing. I was asking you, are you ready to be an entrepreneur? And the other thing I talked about was target market and niche. And this is understanding what you're offering people, who you're selling to, and the problem that you're solving, right? So again, it's what you do, what baked products do you sell? Whom are you selling it to? These are your target market. And some people yesterday had questions on, how to identify their target market. And if you didn't watch yesterday's training, when we're done with this, please go back and watch it, because, there's always advice you can pick up from that. So a niche, when you figure out your niche, you should have a statement by the end, and your statement should say what you do, whom you serve, and a problem that you solve, right? So the baked products you're offering, the target market, and the need that's in the market. So for a business to be sustainable, that's what you need to do. So I hope you guys were able to go through that and figure out. And anybody has question on niche, by the way, please feel free to comment as I continue. Hi, Anne-Marie from Kahawa West. My daughter is home. Ooh, daughter peeps, because you know that's where we're from. Thanks for joining me, Anne. Hit them love bubbles as we continue. Today I'm talking about business planning. What do I mean? I know most of you, if you're doing business, by the way, comment below if you're baking for business, right? Comment below if you're baking for business. If you're not, just comment there. If you're a hobby person who's thinking about it, you know, it's cool. Just let me know. I like to know who's in the audience, right? So comment below if you bake for business. So the one thing you need to do when you're starting, but I always tell people sometimes we start without having information, and that's okay. If you can adjust once you have that information and kind of figure out what to do, that's okay. So you always need to do a business plan when you're starting your business. But if you've started and you're not sure and you haven't done one, you can do one now too, right? You can also do one right now. Hi, Maureen. You're doing it for business. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, Instagram, comment. Are you doing this for business or not? So you need to have a business plan when you're doing this. And I'll find a lot of bakers who are thinking, I am baking for business from home. I'm baking for business, a small bakery shop. Why do I need a business plan? So today I just want to share a few reasons why you need a business plan, because it's really important. So a business plan is a tool, basically, right? It is a tool that helps you lay out your business goals. And then by doing that, you're actually able to track your progress, right? So maybe I've decided that my business is cookies and I want to be the largest suppliers of cookies in Nairobi within 5 years. So if that's how I started and I wrote that, I'm able to track my progress, like, oh, how far I am. Am I not doing well? Or did I start deviating from cookies and I started doing other things, right? So business plan kind of helps you lay out your business goals. And then over time, it helps you track those business goals, right? So I'm still waiting to see you guys. Thanks, Maureen, for letting me know. Who here is baking for business? Please comment. The other thing it does, it helps lay out a blueprint, right? I know you guys have heard the word blueprint. It helps you lay out a blueprint of how you want your business to start and grow. So realize when I say business plan, doesn't mean how your business is right now, right? It's almost like how your business is and how you want it to be, kind of, right? It's like a mixture of that. So you want to have a blueprint of how you want to start and how you want to grow your business. Because sometimes you write there labor requirements. Who do you need to run this business? You're gonna write baker, you're gonna write social media manager. Now when you start, you're gonna be the baker and the social media manager and the accountant. But what happens over time, by knowing that you need all these little positions filled over time, you start filling these positions maybe with people, right? It's like when I started, I was one person. Now we're up to like 6 people or 8 people. So what happens is that you set up your business, you write your business plan, and then you know you need to do these things, and you know this things you need to do, right? Like finance, somebody needs to track what's coming in and coming out of money so we can see if we're making a profit. Somebody needs to bake, somebody needs to decorate, somebody needs to deliver the things, right? Somebody needs to pack. And like I said, when you start, you're all those things, and that's okay. As long as you know how to set up your business and slowly start maybe getting people to help you to start doing that thing, especially if you get busy, which is, great. So it's important to know the blueprint of how you want your business to grow. That's why we need a business plan, right? It also helps you with very important decisions like target market, niche, who are we selling to, right? What are we selling? All these things, because you have to put them in your business plan. And then now you know. We have a brand. I always tell these people, we have a brand, a niche brand. It's called Chiffon Cakes by Amari. After this, you can find it. It's on Instagram. We only do chiffon cakes. If somebody messages and says they want a fondant cake, we don't do fondant cakes. We just refer you to someone else, right? That's how niche we are. We know exactly what we're doing and what we're selling because that's a focus we have. Louise, you are baking for business. Awesome. Thank you. Hit them love bubbles, guys, as you join me and let me know if you're baking for business, right? So those are the 2 reasons, because it helps you lay down your business objectives and it helps you have a blueprint for what you're doing. The other thing it does, right? It helps you avoid failure in closing. Some of you may know this. I've gotten some few DMs from people who have closed businesses. I have closed a shop before. I was almost closing business in 2014. So I know how that feels like. And I did not have a good business plan then. Or the business plan I had done, I had deviated from it. And that's why I started doing the wrong things and I closed the shop. So let me tell you, like, if you want to avoid failure and closure, you need to get really real on exactly what it is that you're doing. And a business plan really, really helps you with that, right? And so in your business plan, you're going to address things like, is there a need for your baked product? Do people really need cookies? Right? Do people really need meat pies in a very vegan community? Do they? Right? This is the thing. You need to ask yourself, like, what am I, when you know your niche, what you're doing, who you're selling to, and the need you're solving. If you don't have a need, then maybe you don't need to do that thing. You need to do something else. Here's an example. I get a lot of people asking, I think yesterday there was something like that. Somebody asking me, oh, I'm trying to sell my cakes 2,500 kg, but I'm in Moranga and people don't want to buy that. So that tells me something. You haven't done your market research and you never did a good business plan. That tells you that in Moranga, in the deep, not even in town, people are not looking for premium cakes. And so you need to sell what people are looking for. You either need to move and go to somewhere else, like move your target market to the town where people are looking for premium cakes, or you need to start offering something that they actually want and that you want to offer, right? So that's interesting about a business plan. It helps you, ask yourself questions like, so is there a need for this thing? And that's what market research is. It's researching if people actually want your thing. We may think that everybody wants bread, but maybe where you're selling, people don't want bread or people don't want whatever it is you're offering. So you need to know. And part of the reason why people close is because they never got clear on whether the thing I want to sell is needed by people, right? That's why I keep mentioning niche, right? So a business plan helps you avoid failure or closure because you have done your market research and you've identified, you've dealt with issues like, is there a need? How much competition is there for the thing that you're selling? Sometimes if it's stiff competition, maybe you're not going to make it. Lack of capital, maybe you want to start a business, but you have no money. So you need to get real on, like, you know what, I should start this business in a year. In between the year, I need to find money. Before I started my business, I actually took like a year before I started saving money and doing research. I didn't start right away when I wanted. So there's that. Pricing. Have you done your costing and pricing? Correct costing and pricing. Thank you for the love bubbles, Instagram. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. And Facebook, hit them love bubbles, guys. So having a business plan addresses all those things so that you don't have to do this after you started business and it's happening. I always tell people, if you haven't done it, it's okay. You can now start doing the business plan. So I've shared exactly why it is. And by the way, I want to share a statistic with you people. There's a statistic that shares that over 50% of businesses that start don't make it to the fifth year. They don't make it to the fifth year. Did you know that? Right? And a lot of the issues they encounter could have been solved by having a business plan. Actually sitting down and doing the business plan and then realizing, do I have a good foundation for my business? Right? So if you have ever closed a business, if you've ever seen somebody close a business, this is reality. It happens a lot. And for a business to be able to make it through even something like the pandemic that happened last year, a lot of people closed last year. I know bakers who closed last year. And it's because they never got clear on what they're offering and what they're doing. And if you want to not close, if you're starting your business, you really want to sit down and have a business plan that can help you run your business nicely and make sure you have a blueprint on exactly what you're doing, right? So there's a lot that entails, the business plan, everything else, but you can opt to actually just kind of do that. So I just want to go through, what do you need to do in your business plan? And I'll tell you guys later how to get one, but what do you need in your business plan, right? I want to write a business plan. What do I need to have in there? What, who, where, when, and how, right? What, who, where, when, and how. And I'm going to go through what I mean by saying that, right? Hit them love bubbles, guys, as you join me and say hi. I'm going to sip a bit of coffee. So I'm going to start with the what and the who. When it comes to your business plan, the what is going to be, what is your business name, right? What is your business name? And I don't mean the name you woke up and felt, I'm going to name my business Love Bakery, and then I'm just going to continue. You have to do it legally, guys. You have to go, and if you're in Kenya, e-citizen, business name or company, register a company, choose how you're going to do it. So business name. Two, you'll see this is popping up a lot. Niche. What is your niche? Right? What is your niche? Who are you serving? What are you selling? Right? What are your products? How much are they? Who is your target market? What's your mission and your vision? That's the what segment of your business plan, right? So you need the what of your business plan. The second is the who. Who is running the business, right? Who are the directors? Even if it's just you need to write that down. If it's a partnership, write that down. Who do you need to help you run your business? What are the labor requirements? Remember, I've mentioned that you need a baker, you need an accountant, you need a social media person, you need a marketing person. Yes, when you start, all those who's is you. But over time, if you want your business to run successfully, you want to start finding people to help you so that your business becomes seamless. It's running efficiently so that the more sales you have, the more people you have in your business helping you. I hope you understand what I mean, because you can't do everything as the sales come in, more and more sales come in, right? You're going to burn out. So who is directors, labor requirements, and who are your competitors? Guys, you may not think this is important, but if you're in a specific niche, you need to know who's in the niche. There's somebody doing exactly what you're doing. And you need to have an idea so that when a customer comes to you, I'm not saying you copy paste them or you hate them. No, I'm just telling you to be aware of what's happening in your industry so that you are aware of how to run your business accordingly. Because your customers these days are very educated. They go and they ask a price here and they come here and they come here. And so you need to have a very, you're very sure of your business so that when somebody tells you, oh, so and so is a bit higher or so and so, sorry, is a bit lower, you know what to tell them. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I offer value, and you can explain yourself and all that stuff. So I would tell you, you need to know the what and you need to know the who. Okay. So that's our what and that's our who. Please keep those love bubbles coming. Hi, Fauzia. Thanks for joining us. Love bubbles on Instagram. I'm seeing Kosimbe Bet you're on YouTube. Awesome. This is great. So we've talked about what and who. When it comes to when and where, right? The when and the where is location? And location doesn't always mean where you're operating from. Sometimes it's where you're operating from and where you're delivering. Where are you distributing? Which people are you serving? A good example is for us, we have a brand called Chiffon Cakes by Amari. We serve the whole of Nairobi County. So you can order anywhere and we'll deliver anywhere at a cost. The thing is, anybody who asks for our cakes out of county, we don't deliver out of county because of the nature of our cakes. But I know there's bakers who deliver out of county, and that's fine. As long as you have a nice system for distribution and packing and all that, that's good. But, be clear on exactly what you're doing and where you're offering your delivery, right? Also, operation of business, like, when are you doing this? So your when is the hours and the days. Do you open Monday to Sunday? Do you open Monday to Saturday? There's some bakers who open Tuesday to Sunday or Tuesday to Saturday only. When do you take your orders? When do you actually deliver? When do you bake, right? So hours of operation, hours of distribution, and hours of operation, basically. So make sure you have written in your business plan where you're distributing and also when you're taking orders and all these other things. This helps you when you're talking to your customer. They're like, oh, hi, I want a fondant cake, da, da, da. You've talked all that. Have you asked them where it's being delivered? Because I've heard stories of somebody even paying and delivery getting there and they've discussed, but they didn't discuss in detail on the location. And so the person got to Nairobi CBD and asked, and this is a real story actually. She asked, where are you? And the person's like, oh, I'm in so and so county. It was not Nairobi County. It was elsewhere, right? So you can imagine. Be clear. Have like things you ask them. Where do you want this delivered? Exact location, at what time, da, 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 da. Or you can tell them, we deliver anywhere in Nairobi. Where's your location? And our delivery hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Which time would be best for you, right? Because you have a business plan that has this clear things, you're able to actually tell your client that. So I hope that has helped you keep them love bubbles coming. Let me know if this is giving you value. And the last one, which is the how, has the most meat, right? I say this is the one with the most meat and potatoes. So what is the how? The how is a lot of things. Market research. How do you know that your product is viable? Have you sold to anyone? Have you done cake tastings? Have people giving you feedback about your cake? have you done any market research before starting? Even when you're experimenting at home, you start with who's at home. They tell you, oh, this is good, this is too much sugar, change. And then you go like that. And then maybe you give a neighbor and you give a friend or something, right? So you need to do some type of market research to see if there's a need. Ask somebody, would you pay 1,500 for this? Would you pay 3,000 for this? Like, something like that. Do some market research. The second how is financial requirements. You want to start a baking business, great. Even a home baking business, that's great. Do you have money? Do you have money to buy ingredients, even if it's for the first week? Do you have money to buy the equipment you need? Do you even have some equipment that you can start with, but then maybe you can plan on buying more equipment as you continue? Do you have starting and working capital? Starting capital is the money you need to start, right? Like the oven and then the pan and the mixer. Do you have money to pay every week? Like maybe internet so that you can go online and market this business? Do you have airtime so that you can call your clients and all that stuff? So you need to make sure you have the working capital and the startup capital to continue. That's part of the how. The other how is systems. Do you have systems in place? What do I mean by systems? Systems is specific ways you do something. For example, how do you receive money? We receive money mostly with M-Pesa with our till. So that's our payment system. Some people have pay bill. We also have a bank account for those people who want to pay using a check. Sometimes, but rarely, we also take cash. Like, how are you doing this in your business? How do you receive money? That's a payment system. How do you track money coming in and out? Do you track money in your business going in and out? If you're not, that's a problem. So how do you track money coming in? Okay, we have a financial system like QuickBooks, or I use an Excel sheet, or I use my receipt book and a journal. You need to have a system for tracking your money coming in and out. Do you have a production system? Do you have recipes, a certain way that you make your vanilla cake and then cool it and then decorate it and then pack it? And a label that you put on the cake? Do you have that kind of system? So when you're talking about the systems, that's what I'm talking about. A specific way you do something. Why does that help? When you get people to help you because you already have a system, they just come in and you train them using your system. What happens with a lot of people, they don't have a system. And so when they get new people, we're just kind of muddling around trying to figure out, oh, how do we do this? Oh, okay, by the way, and you explain by mouth, and you're not so sure, which is not great, guys. The other how that is gonna come in it's kind of similar to what I've explained. They're called SOPs, that's standard operating procedures. This is how you run something exact. You know how you read a recipe and it says preheat oven, grease and dust the pan, measure dry ingredients, measure this ingredients. Those are like SOPs. They're operating procedures. So when you're doing that in your business, that's your how. So guys, I've just mentioned the who, what, where, when, and how. And that's what you need to write in your business plan, right? I love quotes. There's a quote that says, an hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing. And that is true, because by planning your business, it saves you not just doing, but also losses. If you don't plan, 4 years, 5 years from now, you might actually close your business because you never planned in the first place. And so you don't have a direction when you're moving, right? So please comment below. Let me know if that has helped in any way, the planning, having a business plan. Comment below if you've ever written a business plan. I'm curious if anybody has ever tried to write a business plan for their business. Tell me if you're going to write a business plan if you haven't. And here's the thing, if you're interested in a business plan, after this, please DM your email address and share. And we'll make sure somebody will definitely send you a template. We have a free template, very simple, just kind of who, what, where, when. And you can just print that and use that or edit it. It's a document. And you can just write your business plan. So I just want to share some few things as I wait for you guys to. Hi, Njeru, Karaoke. Thank you so much for joining me. Love bubbles, comment. I really appreciate it. I was talking about business planning, who, what, where, when. If you're coming late, don't worry. I'll be saving this live so that you guys can watch them. And the last thing that I want to say is, Bet, let me have you, if you can possibly DM us the email. That helps. So what I want to tell people is that a lot of this advice that I give is really superficial almost because it's on top. Like I try and share as much free stuff as I can, but I cannot share everything you need to know on a free live. Hello, Irimo. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the love bubbles on Instagram. Keep them coming in Facebook. So I want to share two resources we have that will help you. If you're willing, you don't have to get them, but they help. Number one is a book we have that is the How to Start Up a Small Baking Business Successfully. Some of you may have it. If you don't, please get it. The ebook is 250 shillings. It's an EPUB format, which is an easy reading format for books. We have a printed version that's stocked by Top Serve Limited. That's 500. That book has like how to go from idea to execution. Even if you're already doing business, it has a lot of information that's going to help you. So consider getting that book. The second thing I want to share about is a mentorship. We're actually starting tomorrow, but we're doing an intake until next week, Thursday. And it's basically a 3-month online program that just kind of where I share like business strategy, what you need to set up. There's videos and lots of templates and assignments that kind of help you know what you're supposed to be doing for business. Because I've met a lot of bakers and they know how to bake. They are amazing decorators, but they're not quite clear on business. And this is going to entail costing, pricing for your niche. And what happens, they give you assignments and then you send me back an email and I give you like feedback on your personal business. So it's going to be costing and pricing. We talk about marketing, digital marketing. I show you how to open pages, how to run an ad, some of the things you need to consider when you're running ads. We talk about target market and personas, how to like come up with personas for your business so that you know this is a person I'm selling to and how to talk to them and all that stuff. So we do a lot of marketing content. I share ways to track your finances coming in and out so that you're able to know whether you're making a profit and a loss. And I explain exactly all those things and how they work. We talk about food safety and production system and some of the things you need to think about when it comes to packing your things and also distribution, finding somebody to distribute your products, some of the things you need to consider. So I basically kind of go through how to set up. And if you're looking to actually have a serious business, if you're looking to make sure your business is making money, whether you're home based, because I know home bakers who are making 6 figures. And for real, I've worked with bakers the last 3 years. Some people are baking from home, not home, maybe not from home, like built next to home, and they're still making money, lots of money with baking. But that comes from only being able to streamline and set up in a way that you can actually start making profit. Most people are selling cakes, but they don't know if it's at a profit. You can't tell me for sure. I can tell you for sure if my business is profitable. And that comes from having all these systems that we have in our business. So if that's something you're interested in, there's a post we just made on our feed post, I think an hour ago, on the mentorship. And then there's going to be a link on our stories for you to check it out. You can also DM if you're curious and you're just wondering how it works. Intake is still the 22nd of July. And that kind of helps me go with you step by step and help you set up your business. But I always tell people this is serious people only. Very intensive program. It will make you sit down and have to really think about your business and you have to make time for it. So you need to make sure you're self-driven and you can make time to actually watch the videos and do the assignments. All right. So with that, I hope you have gotten value from this. Waiting for comments, but if there's none, I totally understand. I will be coming back tomorrow just to kind of do my last training. I'll talk a little bit about marketing and a little bit about the importance of costing, but it will not be a costing class. By the way, guys, we have a free resource on Facebook, Amari Online Community. If you enter that group, there is a free costing class. It's a very simple way that shows you how to cost and price. And it's very helpful. Just go to Amari Online Community, search the group, ask to be approved, and make sure you answer the question. And then you can join the group. And it has tons of information. Even if you don't join any of the paid programs, tons of information. So consider joining the mentorship. If you have any questions, comment. If you want the business plan, the simple template, please send a DM with your email address and somebody will definitely send that template to you as soon as possible. So make sure you do that. I hope you guys have gotten value from this. Comment. I'll wait like a few more seconds. Comment if you have any questions on business planning. If this has helped, I'll wait because I know there's a slight delay when it comes to the lives. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. I don't see any comments and I don't think I've missed any. So I think I'll just log off for now. I will definitely be reposting this. So if you came late, don't worry. I most definitely will be saving this. All right. So bye on Facebook. I'm going to start with Facebook. Bye on Instagram. Thanks for hanging with me and the love bubbles. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you DM if you're interested in that template. And on YouTube, thanks for hanging with me, Bet. I will actually save yours so I can actually send that. I'll have our admin send you, and I hope you've gotten value from this. Thanks, guys. Bye.